The top tonight at 6. How did a Jenison elementary school student slip off of a playground and wind up in a nearby lake yesterday?
That's what Jenison school officials want to know. They've launched an investigation to get some answers. 24-hour News 8's Joe LaFergie is live tonight with the story. Joe?
Brian, see, that student was conscious and talking when he was pulled from the water yesterday morning. His mother took him to the hospital to be checked out. It was about 11 o'clock yesterday morning when the student was out here on the playground and managed to slip through one of the gates along that fence you see behind me. And just beyond that is nearby Rushmore Lake. Now today, those gates are padlocked.
There was an immediate response to find him.
Jenison School Superintendent Thomas Tenbrink vowing to get answers as to what went wrong yesterday and keep it from happening again.
Our number one priority at Jenison Public Schools is safety and security of all of our students at all times. And unfortunately, yesterday, we failed in that mission.
It was at about 11 Wednesday morning. The student was one of 6 playing on the playground at Bursley Elementary School on Port Sheldon. 2 adult paraprofessionals, or parapros, were watching the students. One of those students, who Tenbrink says has a fascination with water, managed to slip through one of the gates along the fence that separates the playground from the neighborhood to the east and Rushmore Lake, located just yards away. When the parapros realized he was gone, school staff began searching for him. They found him at the lake.
He was in the water. He had taken some water in, and they were able to pull him out, get him talking, and he seemed to, he was very cold.
The student was taken to the hospital. Privacy laws prevent Tenbrink from saying anything more about the student's condition. Another question, how much time elapsed between the time the student left the playground and when the parapros discovered he wasn't there?
I'm not able to provide all those answers because we're still in investigative mode at this point.
The school is also looking at the security of the fence at the school, including padlocking gates along the fence. There are a number of those gates installed in the school's fence by neighbors decades ago, allowing students who live to the east of the school to avoid walking along Port Sheldon and other busy side streets. And because of that, today, neighbors question the wisdom of padlocking those gates over the incident.
There's a safety issue out there of just getting the kids across these streets every day, where this would be a safer way of doing it.
But the gates are just one of the issues connected to the incident.
We're definitely taking this extremely seriously, and we'll continue to investigate and make sure we do all that's necessary to make this a safe and secure environment for all students.
And this afternoon, Tenbrink sent a letter home to parents explaining the situation. You can read that letter, its full content, at woodtv.com. Live tonight in Jenison, Joe LaFergie, 24-hour News 8.